Hello?
Yo, you answered that really quick. How's it going?
Yeah, I have your stream on right now. I was just making
Oh, okay,
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
So first of all, what's your name?
My name's Jackson, but I go by Treecko.
Okay, cool. And where are you from?
I'm in Texas.
Okay, cool.
North Texas.
And then who do you play?
So, I'm main Zero Suit Samus,
Okay.
but I play a lot of characters. Yeah.
So I'm guessing you
Uh,
mostly play ZSS and bracket, and then you have other
Yes.
characters for counter picks, or?
Yeah, so mostly I play Zero Suit mostly in bracket, and then I have a Sheik and a Bayonetta that I play to go against Diddy and Pikachu, because those are really bad matchups for Zero Suit.
Okay, cool. But those are basically the only matchups you'd counter pick for?
Maybe Cloud, or if like my Zero Suit gets like destroyed by somebody,
Yeah, you'd
I
try
might
something
switch. It's just nice to have them in the back pocket.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. Did you accept my friend request?
Oh, my friend request is actually, or my friend list is actually full. Hold up.
Yeah, I have a really hard time telling because my friend list was full because I used to play a bunch of Anthers. I haven't deleted people.
Yeah, same here. I thought I cleared a whole bunch of people off, but I guess since I've been adding people for coaching, it's back full again.
Have you been getting a bunch of people for coaching?
Yeah, actually, I coached 4 people on Thursday, 4 people on Friday. I had 5 scheduled for Saturday, but only 3 of them showed, which kind of sucked. But then I have 6 for today, or not 6, but 6 hours worth. So, yeah, it's been pretty good.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, and I've been liking doing it for $10 an hour. I know most people do it for a lot more.
Yeah.
But I'd rather have a lot of people and a lot of lessons than less for more money.
Yeah.
So yeah, I added you.
Yeah. Do you want me to make a room, or do you want to make a room?
I got one up.
Okay. Hopefully this should be good. I have 200 meg upload download on my internet.
Yeah, it should be
But-
fine.
I don't know, because you're in Canada, I'm in Texas. I just... There we go.
Do you
hope
have
it's
an
good.
Ethernet adapter?
I don't. I have Wi-Fi for my house because there's no Ethernet in my room.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That shouldn't be a big deal. I'm not like super picky about connection.
Yeah.
So do you want me just to start with Ryu and then just see what I can kind of pick out, or?
Yeah, that should be fine. Later on, maybe do something different, but right now, just to warm up. Sure.
Okay, awesome. And yeah, if you want me to change to anything, you want like any specific stages, you have any questions, like don't feel bad about stopping and asking. This time
Yeah.
is your time.
Gotcha. Thank you very much.
No worries.
By the way, most of the time, I'm gonna pick Smash Roller Town City because I just like playing them.
Okay, cool.
I don't like C stick there. That was supposed to be back there.
Okay, so I'm not seeing anything like awful for habits or anything. Like for the most part, that was really really good. Like your DI on combos was good. Your neutral was good for the most part. The biggest thing is just that the options you're choosing, although they're different options, they all kind of have the same. They all kind of get punished by the same thing. So you're doing a lot of short hop nair, short hop zair, short hop up air, and all of those get punished by well, they get punished by Ryu really well because he likes rising aerials. So basically what that gets punished by is people catching you going up with your short hop, which is why I was catching you with a decent amount of rising aerials. It got better in the second stock when you just started spacing them better, so I couldn't actually just get up that close with you, and you started fading everything away, which is really, really good. And then there was also one time when I jumped in and you ran under an up smash, which is super good. Like that's basically what I want to see more of, is just more of kind of a mix-up game, because when I know that you're going to be short hopping and doing something like short hop back air or short hop zair, short hop nair, all of those things either get punished by you miss spacing and me power shielding, which wasn't really happening, or me catching you out of your jumps, and that was happening a decent amount. I was catching you out with nairs and fairs. So you just want to be careful about picking options, even like, because what you're doing right now is you are mixing things up, but all of the options you're picking kind of get punished by the same thing.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense. So not necessarily do less of those things, but just try and throw in other things on the ground. And I don't really think ZSS has much that she can do for aerials that aren't really like falling. Like,
yeah, because
unless you can like call out a jump and just do short hop forward air, and just hold forward, that's like decent for kind of a combo starter too. But for the most part, that's the biggest thing. And then the second thing that I think you could get more off of is when you hit zairs, you weren't really getting that much off of them. There was one time I think where you got zair into grab, but the other times I was just going into shield and then you weren't doing anything, and you didn't really get anything off the pressure after either. And I understand you don't really want to commit to a grab super hard because, you know, ZSS. But that's a place that you could potentially look for a little bit harder of punishes on either like out of shield options. Because like what's happening right now is you're zairing me, I'm landing and I'm shielding, and then you're just kind of backing off and giving me my space back. But when you force me into shield, I'm at a disadvantage then. So
Gotcha.
you could try and catch me out of shield with something, or even just like space a down smash at like roll distance or something like that, you know? Just to kind of put that pressure on when you have that little bit of an advantage state.
Okay. Most of the time when I Zaire, people will spot dodge instantly, which is why I don't usually go for the grab. And I've tried in the past to like just do like a foxtrot forward down smash, but I play with tilt stick, and so I have to manually input the down smash, so I mess it up a lot. So like, what else should I be going for there? Like, just wait to see what they do, and then like, usually what I try and do is wait to see what they do, and then try and react, because that's how I've been told I play a lot, is like a bait and punish type of thing.
It's if you wait and try and see what they do and then react, like it's so hard to react to somebody dropping shield, or even like hard to react to spot dodges. Like you kind of have to call that stuff out beforehand. But so what you can do is you can kind of pick an option in your head that you're gonna try and cover. Like, it's not gonna be a complete reaction, but you can be like, okay, I'm gonna space so I can react to a spot dodge, right? And then in that situation, you wait and see if they do it, and you have your action. And like, it's hard to explain, but like you would Zaire them, you do the little foxtrot up to prepare for the down smash. So you have the spot dodge read in your mind already. And then when you kind of have that read in your mind, then it makes it a lot easier to react to. But if you're just trying to like blanket react to everything, that isn't really gonna work.
Okay.
I think yeah, like you said, I think down smash is a really good thing to cover spot dodge. Have you fooled around with AB smash? I know a lot of people who play tilt stick love AB smash.
I have that turned off too. Just because I don't know, I've never tried to use it, but
yeah,
maybe. I don't know.
That might be something to fool around with. It might help. I don't use it myself, but I know some people just absolutely love it for like foxtrots into things. But yeah, if you're trying to like blanket react to whatever option, most of the time they're just gonna get away for free. But if you kind of pick an option that you're going to react to ahead of time, and then try and specifically cover that option, then you'll get punishes on that option, but probably not the others. Like, I don't know if this is making a whole bunch of sense, but if you're going for a blanket read, you're usually, or a blanket reaction, you're probably not going to get much each time, unless you have like some crazy reaction time. Or you can go for kind of like, you set up for a read on a specific option, or just a reaction to one specific option. And if you get that reaction, you get that down smash, you get however much percent, right?
Yeah.
And if you don't get it, it's the same as if you were trying to blanket react. You know, they'll probably just reset into neutral. But even having that little bit of pressure and putting your opponent into a space where they know you're trying to read them for something, that'll put your opponent in a lot more pressure. Because like, I'd get hit by Zaire, I'd hold shield, and I'd be like, okay, he's not going to do anything. But as soon as you show me once that you're willing to kind of commit to that down smash and try and read a spot dodge, or read one of my options, or even read me dropping shield, then it's suddenly like, each time you Zaire me, it's more scary. And then you can actually get more. So I know that was a lot just for the first game, but I hope that helps a little.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, and I'm not expecting you to implement this stuff absolutely immediately, but it's stuff to think about.
Yeah.
So you see, that was a punish for you jumping and trying to get to that short hop height again.
Oh, I didn't even turn that on.
Nice, that was very good.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of a dumb setup. It's hard to tech unless you know it's coming, especially on Wi-Fi. But I think for the most part, like, that was already getting better. Like, it was already getting harder to punish you on those on you getting to your short hop height when I knew that, or when you knew that I was kind of looking for that.
Mm-hmm.
So like the two biggest spots you're gonna get punished for ZSS are getting to your short hop height and then getting power shielded.
Yeah.
And I just, me pointing that out, that first one, I feel like already is kind of helping you just kind of avoid that. There were a few times I went up when I got clipped by Zaire before I was ready. And then other times you were just making sure to be out of my space. Like, you pivot grabbed me once. There was another time you just caught my landing with an up tilt. And the up smash after you actually went for, and that would have been good too if it was spaced right, but it was just a little bit off. So yeah, no, like, it already looked a lot better that game. I'm not seeing any, like, awful habits or anything. The main stuff you were getting hit for was just kind of like execution things. But
Yeah.
it's also Wi-Fi and stuff, and that's all stuff that'll come with time too.
Well, it's like, that's what everybody in my area tells me. They're like, dude, he's such a great player if you'd stop, like, flubbing. Because that's how I lose sets all the time in tournament, is like a SD, or like I get a misinput and then I get punished and die for it. And it's just like,
Yeah, no, and it's hard. One thing that, I mean, I noticed you mentioned it earlier, just like C-stick nair, is that something that happens often, or is that something that just kind of like...
No, it happens more frequently online because of lag stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't happen that often. Like,
if that
sometimes
is
they do it
something you have issues with, actually learning to use C-stick nair might actually help you a lot with that. I use C-stick nair, like, that's how I nair with all my characters. And just knowing exactly where it is going to, where it's going to give you nair will really, really help you not get it when it matters. But if you're not having issues with it in, like, a match, like, it's not really a huge deal.
Yeah,
trying to learn.
I mostly use the C-stick nair with Sheik. I know how to use it. It's just sometimes they, like, slightly mess up when I'm trying to do something really quickly. Also because the window is a little bit weird on mine. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
So you see there, that was that jump height there too, actually. Both of those are just getting up to that short hop height.
Yeah, there was again.
Yeah. So that's the biggest thing, is being aware of that and knowing your options to get around that.
Uh,
Yeah, that was just unfortunate.
is that triple up air string guaranteed, or am I just DIing that wrong?
It's guaranteed.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it's dumb. I've got stuff on Town and City where I've hit people with like up air, and then if I would have landed on that platform, I could have jumped up and got the True Shoryu hitbox, like the sweet spot, and that kills at like 50 at high up.
Yeah, that first one I did DI completely right, but the second one I was just dead.
And then if you DI behind Ryu in those situations with those up air strings,
back air.
Yeah, back airs. So it ends the string, and you won't get like, if you do it on the first one, you just get up air to back aired, unless they could turn around and do more up airs, but that's usually kind of hard. So you take a back air, which is 16%, which is a lot, but you're not taking 2 up airs. An up air is like 11%. But yeah, so you saw how most of those punishes, like if not all of those punishes that game were,
Yeah, especially the first one.
yeah, just getting to that full hop height. There was one too where you were like just jumping, and I caught you with a rising fair. So that's where most of the punishes you're gonna get hit by with the Zero Suit are going to hit you. So it's just being a little bit more careful about when you jump towards Ryu,
Yeah.
and when you jump away, or any character for that matter. Oh, no
I thought I had
jump?
my down B.
Oh, okay.
No, I had a jump. I thought I had my down B. I was trying to save my jump.
Okay, so
That was again.
yeah, but if you play like every if you play every stock like you're at 130%, like you were just there, you'd be doing a lot better. That was so much harder to hit you, and you were getting like better like opportunities to punish me too. I'd say don't be afraid to be a little bit more reactive and a little bit less proactive. Don't be afraid to kind of like wait for Ryu to land, because like Ryu, once he's in the air, like it's pretty obvious where he's gonna land, just because he can't really drift very well. So don't be afraid to just like either put yourself right underneath where I'm gonna land and up tilt, or just stand just outside of where I'm gonna land and down smash or pivot grab like you have been.
Yeah.
Because I'm not really mixing up a crazy amount on like what I'm doing. I'm mostly running towards you and jumping in, and that's mostly what my gameplay is. But so just try and work on that kind of like that kind of more reactive kind of play. Because I think what you're doing right now is you're not necessarily autopiloting, but kind of close to autopiloting into those kind of like those nice kind of like neutral options that you like, which are like the short hop zairs, short hop nairs, and those are really good in matchups where you can kind of push your opponent around, but you can't really push Ryu around, especially with how well he punishes jumps. So yeah, that's something to think about.
Okay.
Okay, so there it was the same thing. It was jumping and then yeah. Okay, see that was already better. And I know you flubbed an input and you did jab and then F smash the wrong way, but that was better because I was predicting you to jump out of shield again, and you didn't.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely the main habit, is just like when you get in a position where you're uncomfortable, you jump. And not a lot of characters or not a lot of players will be able to punish that super hard, but once you get to the level where like, you know, things are really important, just the little things are really important, that's gonna be a big deal. Because I can tell that you like understand neutral and you understand your character well enough to be a really good player, but it's just those little things.
All right.
Oh god, I was not expecting that. Okay, so that interaction where you came down with your up B on the platform, and then you shielded. That's the exact situation I was kind of talking about before, when you wanna, like, I wasn't gonna react immediately to what you did coming down, but I had the idea in my mind that when you got down, you could potentially shield, and I could potentially shield break it. So my idea was like, okay, I can shield break him if he shields here. So I was ready there to commit to a shield breaker if you landed and you shielded. But if you did something else, I probably wouldn't have gotten anything off of it. So it's just that kind of concept where it's like, okay, I'm going to get ready for one specific option, and kind of be ready, like have your finger on the trigger basically, you know?
Yeah.
Be ready to actually do what you're going to do if they do what you're expecting. So that's that's the biggest thing, one of the biggest things when it comes to kind of like pressure and reaction game. And I think that's like probably the only place that like I think you're really lacking, is just kind of that like pressure punish game. Because your neutral is really good, but sometimes when you get the hits you want, you aren't getting enough off of it. Like you hit me with a paralyzer too, and then like nothing came after it. And also part of that could be Wi-Fi, so I can't, I'm not going to be too harsh on that stuff. But I think you can get more off of your pressure too.
Oh gosh, Lilat.
Yes.
I jumped out of shield again.
Yeah. So it's something that like,
I keep doing it. I'm like, no, don't do that.
yeah, it's something that like I'm sure like you probably didn't realize beforehand. But the first step to realizing to getting rid of a habit is realizing that you have it. And most of the times you're doing it, I can tell that you're like, oh shit, I'm doing it.
Yeah, I'm like, frick, I need to stop jumping out of shield.
So whenever you're in shield, just try and think, like rock paper scissors. Smash is basically just like a big game of rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
And that like applies to almost every interaction, like coming out of shield, coming off ledge, like ledge roll options, So it's a lot to kind of take in and a lot to kind of process all of them at once. But you really kind of have to treat that one as another like another rock paper scissors interaction whenever you get pressured into shield.
Yeah, I think I conditioned myself to do that unconsciously, like jump out of shield all the time, because I used to roll a ton, and then when I finally got rid of that habit, apparently I started jumping out of shield now, and I haven't even realized it until now, and I'm like, oh frick.
Yeah, and I think like as far as out of shield options go, like jumping out of shield is a pretty good one, especially with ZSS. But you know, if it becomes so common that you know, it becomes a mix-up. I tell almost all of my students that like there are no bad options in Smash. It's just what your opponent isn't expecting. And as soon as you start adding different options to that kind of rock paper scissors game, if you could get that like option list up to like 5 or 6 options, suddenly it's going to make your jumps out of shield so much more effective because your opponent's not expecting it. So I could tell you were thinking about it there. You were thinking about what you should do on a shield.
Like, don't jump here, and I was like, should I try up the other shield? And I was like, I don't know what I should do.
Yeah, but that's a good first step, you know, like that's better than just continuing to jump out of shield every time. You may take a few punishes here and there while you're trying to get your habit fixed, but I think that's really good that you were actually, especially with how much pressure I was putting on in that last stock, because I was keeping you in disadvantage really, really hard. And even when I was keeping you in disadvantage that hard, you had enough composure to not just kind of like pick your common panic option, which is jumping out of shield. So I think that's a really, really good first step, even if it got you shield broke.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, those techs are really important.
It's that same one. I can tech like everything except whenever you do that.
Yeah, it's just that low angle. Oops. Nice, that was really good. I tried to footstool you.
I could tell you were gonna try and footstool me after that. That's why I died away from you.
Nice, that was really good.
I've done that twice now too.
Yeah, it's just
I keep trying to punish that with down smash and it doesn't work.
yeah, it's one of those things that I was mentioning, like there are no bad options, only things your opponent doesn't expect. There have been a few like instances like that where I do something that kind of looks silly, and probably is silly. If I'm like tossing onto stage like that and you're on stage, like that's a free grab, that's usually a free down smash, but like when you're on the ledge, it doesn't actually have as much lag as you'd expect. But yeah, there already you were doing a lot better with not jumping out of shield. There was the one time I had like a pretty good amount of pressure on you and you shielded for like only a half second and you immediately just up smash out of shield.
I said and
it caught me. Yeah, I was expecting either a rollback or just a jump again and catching your shield timing. But yeah, that was really, really good. Because another thing that's really important is the rhythm for like predictability stuff. Like for my F smash, it's like it doesn't really matter what you do at a shield. If my timing is right, it'll cover everything. If you try and do anything out of shield when I F smash, So part of that is also doing things at a different rhythm, and that's part of why that up smash caught me so off guard, is because usually you were holding shield for a little bit and then choosing your option, but you did shield for like maybe half of a second, then immediately up smash at a shield. So just those differences in timings are also super important when it comes to situations like that. So that was really, really good. Nice. Yeah, that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. That was really, really good. Nice. That was interesting. Nice. Yeah. That's an option that you've been doing a lot, and I haven't really been able to punish. It looks like it's pretty safe, besides like something like that happening, like somebody getting outside of it and then back airing it.
Yeah, usually I try and do it when people are standing on stage, but sometimes I panic and spam it too much.
Yeah. But already that game, like just those little things, like doing the short hop forward airs, we're getting a lot of momentum back on your side. And it was really cool to see some of the stuff that you were able to do once momentum was actually in your favor after getting that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's already a step in the right direction. And then there was one other thing I was going to mention. Shoot, I don't super remember what it was. No, I don't remember what it was. Are there any specific characters that you want work on? Because I know that like Ryu is kind of weird.
Well, actually, we have 2 Ryus in my area.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
What are their tags? I probably know them.
It's oh gosh, it's Ados and what's the other one?
I'm trying to think of the Texas Ryus. I know.
He uses Wii Remote Nunchuck. I know.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting.
Yeah, he uses Wii Remote Nunchuck to play Ryu. He's so good too.
What area of Texas are you?
North Texas. I get a Shockwave. It's,
yeah. Shoot. It's not Renegade, is it? No.
No, but I know who he is.
Shoot. Anyway, it's not a.
Yeah.
Not a huge deal, but I was just curious.
I'm not that great against Mario because my last tournament I went to on Friday, I got double eliminated by Mario.
Okay.
I thought I'd been fine against Mario, but then like I played the matchup and it's like I don't want to get up smashed, and I'm thinking way too hard about not getting up smashed, and I'm getting grabbed in combos, and I'm just like.
Part of that could actually be the jumping out of shield habit too.
Yeah, that's a lot of what it was. I was like, I'm short hopping way too much around these Marios, and they're just up smashing me for it, and so I had to like switch way up what I'm doing. Cause
yeah, Mario is one of those characters that will punish you super hard for that kind of like getting up to the short hop height. Not even just as much for with like up smashes, but even just doing stuff like short hop back airs, and catching you on your way up. They can get some like dumb combos started off of that. But yeah, I'll stick with Ryu for now. If there's any character you want me to switch to, just let me know.
Okay, I might switch to one of my secondaries in a second.
Okay, cool. Oh, somebody in chat said McBenedict?
Yeah, McBenedict. That's who it is.
Yeah, I was remembering like the ENE part. Like I got Renegade, but it's like Benedict. Yeah, I do know him. Thanks, chat. Nice. That was really, really good.
I didn't want to down smash.
Nice, that was really, really good spacing. That was important too.
The blink?
Yeah, no, I do it all the time. Nice. What the hell?
That was weird. I don't know, that was weird.
That was wild.
Oh my god. I tried to up the out of shield and you caught me with up tilt.
Yeah. So getting to see your like momentum play now is really, really good. Like you were catching me out of my jumps and like that kind of stuff. Like your momentum play is really, really good. I actually did remember what I was going to mention earlier. If you find that you're kind of like not like choker sounds like a little bit too extreme, but if you're kind of the player that like plays really well to begin with and then will like flub stuff and then lose. I went through a period of time when I'd like I played Samsora at one of the sagas. It might have been Nairo Saga. I don't know. It was one of the sagas, and I won the first 2 games. Game 3, I had a full stock lead, and I went for up tilt, and then I tried to do up tilt jump shoryu because it would have killed, and it should have been true, but I just missed it, and he killed me, and then he came back, and he reverse 3-0'd me. So, like, there was a period of time where I'd just do that with, like, almost every top player I played. I'd be like, okay, yeah, like, I'm feeling really confident, you know, I'd be able to just, like, beat them in neutral, you know, get really big advantages, and then I'd just kind of, like, I'd end up just kind of, like, choking at the end, just because I don't know, I guess my fingers, like, failed me near the end, and I just, like, missed my confirms. But what ended up just kind of fixing that for me is just being like, okay, I know that I'm in a situation where I'm not necessarily going to have finger problems, but like I might flub stuff. And then just going for less committal, less risk options. Even if I potentially like had the kill, I just started going for stuff like killing with back air or killing with like strong up tilt, or even just getting them to like 160 or 170 and then just killing with like down throw or up throw. If you're in that position where you're like you're up, you're feeling good with about your play, you know, like you have and you know you're kind of in the position where you might flub and you're kind of feeling a little bit of pressure, don't feel like you still need to go for your higher risk confirms. Don't be afraid to just start spacing back air for a while, you know, kind of slow down your game. Because a lot of times even that little bit of a style shift might throw off your opponent, and then also you'll kind of like lower the risk of those kind of flubs.
Okay. Alright, I switched characters, now I'm going Sheik.
Okay, cool.
Kind of scared to play Sheik against Ryu, but we'll see how it works.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup.
If I can kill you, I should be fine. If not, we're gonna have some problems.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh.
Ooh. Got both hits. Oops.
That was weird.
I held down because I was trying to stage spike you with the Tatsu itself. It's really good against Sheik. I just thought I'd be able to recover after, and I couldn't.
Oh. There we go. You got it anyways.
But yeah, honestly, like if you were playing ZSS the way you play Sheik, your ZSS would be even better. You're playing Sheik like really well, like you should be against Ryu. You're doing a lot of just getting out of my aerial range, and then you were covering them really well with grabs, which I understand is easier with Sheik because her grabs better. But then even doing stuff like crouching and moving backwards to kind of just like space backwards while facing the same way. Like it was honestly like pretty good, and you were just punishing stuff like you were comfortable with just putting yourself below me, shielding something, and then punishing out a shield. Whereas with ZSS, you were really trying to like get around me, and in some situations that's probably better, but in a lot of cases against Ryu anyway, it's fine to just put yourself under them and just shield and then up tilt to ZSS. I think it's just that you're playing more reaction based with the Sheik, and that's going a lot better than with the ZSS. But honestly, yeah, it's good. You were getting good punishes, good confirms.
I'm still messing up. I'm trying to do perfect pivot combos and I keep messing them up. I'm still working on it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Nice, good punish.
Oh, I missed my angle.
Yeah.
Were you dead?
I was dead because I wanted to, like, as soon as I saw you were dead, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna hit you with my Shoryu.
Oh, okay.
But I could have recovered.
I was like, was he dead anyways? I just accidentally put over that.
Here, I'm gonna play who I play for Sheik,
Okay.
because I've kind of stopped playing Ryu for Sheik, or less so anyway.
Oh goodness. What time is it? Bayonetta.
Nice, good weight.
That's a C-stick jab. Ah.
It's a good angle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like, it's a better matchup. Well, I'd say they're about the same. Like I don't think Sheik does awful against Bayo, but I'm sure you're probably more comfortable against Bayo with ZSS.
Yeah, that's who I usually play in that matchup. I haven't played Sheik versus Ursu that much.
You mean Sheik versus Bayo?
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Sheik versus Bayo. I haven't played it that much.
Yeah, it's a matchup that like I think Sheik does like I think Sheik might be the best character against Bayo, but like it's still not easy. Like Bayo's good to the point where like it's still even or slightly Bayo favor, I think. Yeah, and Bayo just like complicates things too. Like it makes it harder for me to like tell what I'm actually punishing you for. Because a lot of it is just like not really stray hits, but like a lot of it just seems like you're not really knowing what to do in the matchup.
Yeah, I haven't practiced that matchup really much. Whenever I had to play Lima like all 2 times, I've gone zero suit. So I mean, I took a stock each game, so I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah. Oops. I thought I was going to land on either the Smashville platform or the stage. But that was bad. And funny enough, Lima taught me most of my Bayo stuff. So I took those SDs from him too.
Yeah.
It was a bad joke, but he did teach me most of my Bayo stuff.
I had the unfortunate pleasure, since he's always ¡1 seed at our tournaments, I was the 32 seed for a long time, so I'd win my first round and then I had to play him round 2, and I'm just like,
oh, yikes. Yeah, and he's very good. He's very, very good.
Yeah, he was really good. He kept witch timing me too. It took me a while to finally figure out how to not get witch timed every 5 seconds.
Yeah. It seemed like you were like decently good against witch time in my game against you, except for just like the things like that back air to back air where you missed the first back air and you still went for the second one. It's just like that kind of like habitual kind of stuff. That's really important to kind of stay super clean against Bayo. Your SDI is pretty good too. Like, you're not getting roof comboed super hard or anything. You're mixing it up, down and up, which is good. It could be harder SDI, but like it's not.
Sometimes I do it and my finger kind of slips off the stick. So I'm trying to do it really fast, like more. And it, like, slips off.
Yeah, so like I'd say like as far as SDI goes, like you're doing it right. It's just you could go a little bit faster, but that's not a huge deal. You're not getting taken off the top, which is the important thing.
Yeah, actually, there's like one VOD of me playing against somebody at my local, and I died off the top of Bayonetta, and after that I said no more.
That was really good.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, so that's kind of dumb, but... Well, I guess that works. I just slightly messed up my combo, and I thought maybe I could, save it. Yeah, I was just gonna keep pushing forward. I did forward air 1, 2, 3, and I just held straight forward. And I noticed you fell out of it, and I was like, okay, I can just witch twist here, and the witch twist itself should just kill him off the side. So I just kept holding forward, and I witch twisted, and I guess I just drifted into the blast zone.
Yeah, I thought it was me that died, and then the game kept playing. It was like, oh shoot, I'm alive.
Yeah.
But I was too far away to make it back.
So I think, for the most part, like, that playing a little bit more reactionary, like I was talking about before, will really, really help you in the Bayo matchup. Because what seems to be happening is, like, you're trying to kind of trying to predict and trying to be proactive, which is usually fine, but, like, I'll heal slide through your shield, and then, or what's actually been happening a couple of times is you'll do your Zair, you'll do your Nair, and my heal slide will just go right under it.
Yeah, I think I said oh shoot one time because I realized what happened. I Zaired and you just heal slide right under me and hit me.
Yeah. So in general, like, Bayo's neutral options aren't going to be that safe. Like that situation on the ledge where I did forward tilt on your shield and you went for grab. Anytime Bayo forward tilts your shield like that, you can just up smash out a shield. And it should catch her. The only thing that she can really do to stop that is do like forward air 1, 2, 3 really fast. But usually that will kind of rise her up. And the forward air 2 and 3 won't even connect. Like I'll play against a Buzz sometimes when I'm in New York, and anytime I fair one his shield with Bayo, he just immediately up smashes out a shield. And I think you could do the same with Zero Suit Samus, or maybe even drop shield up tilt for the intangibility.
Yeah, okay, I can try doing that.
And so yeah, both of those things are just like a little bit more of the kind of like reactionary play.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I was hoping that forward air would send you the other way.
I don't know why it sent me backwards. Oh.
Yeah, that's a little bit dumb.
I didn't realize I'd been sitting on the ledge that long.
Yeah, the higher percent you are, the less time you can sit on ledge, so you're at a pretty high percent. But did you see how, in that first stock, you punished me for coming down with the forward air on your shield? And then immediately after that, you went back to kind of the, like, proactive play, and
Yeah.
you went for, I think it was a down smash or something, and it ended up basically costing you that stock. So yeah, it's just being really careful about that, kind of like staying in that reactionary state. And of course, that's kind of something that's different from what you're doing right now, so it's not going to be easy to immediately change to. But that will be something that'll help you a ton, and it was helping you in that game. It's just a matter of kind of staying there. And of course, you want to like push your advantage while you have it, but it's just kind of a fine line.
One of my friends plays Bayonetta, and he says I play way too defensive against him as Zero Suit, and it's not going to cut it with Zero Suit.
Nice. That was really good.
Yeah, I just missed my up air. That's not what I want. Oh.
There's that jump out of shield. Nice, very good. Oh, Lord. Nice, yeah. Playing that little bit more reactive was definitely definitely helping. Like pivot grabbing me out of my side Bs and that kind of stuff, and then just kind of waiting for me to make mistakes with spacing, because you have the movement advantage for the most part. Like you can kind of outspeed Bayonetta, and whenever I was making mistakes, you were kind of just like punishing me with back air and that kind of thing. And your punish game just in general was better that game. Like the punishes you were getting were better. There's one other thing I was gonna point out. Oh yeah, I did point out that jump out at shield there, not because it was bad, because you were mixing things up there, but just to make sure that you realize that it's happening. Just to kind of try and remind you that of that situation where you are jumping out of shield, but you are doing a lot better job of it. I wasn't trying to like pick on it super hard. Do you want me to stay with my bear, or is there any other characters you want to play? You want me to play, or?
What characters can you play besides Bayo and Ryu? I haven't seen you play anybody else.
I mean, I play pretty much everybody when I'm on For Glory. Probably my best, other than Bayo and Ryu, are my Fox, my Falcon, Sonic, Charizard, Lucario, Sheik, Greninja.
Alright, let's go with Fox, because I'm pretty bad at the Fox versus matchup.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna run to the washroom real quick, and I'll be right back. I'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah, I gotta let my dog in.
Alright, cool. Alrighty, I am back. Sorry for the wait.
Right. No, it's fine. I had to go let my dog in.
Nice. That was really, really good.
Oh, it's so dumb.
Well, it's dumb, but that's the character, and it was really, really good. Covering my dash attack with that nair and then punishing like that. Very good, very good. For the most part, like, you're playing everything right. Like, that call out on the dash attack was super good. I died at like 20.
Yeah.
But that's exactly what you have to do in the matchup. Like, you definitely, the way you play, is a lot better against Fox, just because like trying to like react to the stuff that Fox does is like almost impossible. You really have to do that kind of more proactive stuff that you're more comfortable with, and call him out on stuff. So it's working a lot better in this matchup for sure.
Okay.
Oh, that was really good. I wasn't expecting that.
People fall for it all the time, and I never understood why.
It's just
But-
because people don't expect it, honestly.
Oh, it got me. I was short hopping.
Whoops, that was really bad. I delayed my run off stage and then I just died. So that was great.
You went a little too fast.
But yeah, like, for the most part, I'm not seeing any, like, really bad habits. I feel like I could be punishing you harder at ledge, but I'm not sure how. So honestly, that probably means you're doing everything right. I'd say just, like, maybe work a little bit harder on punish game, but yet again, like, that could be Wi-Fi. And that jump...
Like what on the...
Wait, sorry, go for it.
Like what on the punish game exactly?
Just like punish game in general, just getting like a little bit more out of each opening. Also what you're choosing to punish me with, like sometimes you're choosing to punish with like jabs, and then like you're not really getting anything after the jabs. Like you'll do jab 1, 2, 3, and then like the tech chase won't go anywhere. So just like little things like that. So like either choosing something different than jab to punish with, or work on like the actual like tech chases out of your jabs so that you might actually get some pressure after. Because like, yeah, there have been a couple of times where you've like jabbed out a shield and then like tried to down smash to read a roll in. That's fine. Which would be good, but like it's, you know, the pressure's just not quite there.
Yeah, I could just be getting more than what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I know it sounds kind of abstract to just be like, just work on your punish game, but I think you know where you could be getting more punishes.
Yeah,
for the
think
most part.
Now.
All right, cool. Yeah, that was stupid hard to attack. You were in tumble for like half a second. One thing I'd say is just like, you're getting punished for trying to punish things that aren't really punishable. You're like, I'm catching you a lot with like coming down with like back air or coming down with like nair, which are punishable like technically, but they're very hard to punish. And then I'm going straight into up tilt immediately after, and you're getting hit by the up tilt. So you either have to be like slightly faster on the punish, or just know that I'm going to be going for the up tilt immediately after and just wait for the up tilt, because the up tilt is definitely very punishable. So kind of knowing where pressure strings kind of end so you can kind of get your own hits in is really important. Because when you're in your own kind of like, when you have momentum, you're doing like 100% fine and you're kind of keeping me at bay. But then when I kind of get in and I'm kind of forcing you to shield and stuff, you're not really sure when to kind of take back the momentum, I guess.
All right. Yeah, I think that's also because I don't really have a training partner. I mostly practice in the training room. And so I lab all my combos and stuff. And I just like destroy the CPUs, but I don't get much like defensive play, and so I think I get scared sometimes when I get confronted by a hard situation. By the way, I switched characters to Bayo just to
Okay, cool.
see if you had anything to say.
Cool.
I ran out of.
Yeah, that'll do it. One thing just to be careful about is just overextending with your combos. Because, well, I guess it's...
Hold on, you're cutting out.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, hold on, 1 second. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so yeah, I, like... One thing just to be really, really careful about is overextending. And, you really want to just make sure that what you're taking with Bayo is what you can get. And I think it's kind of a similar concept to ZSS. You don't want to go for like up air if you just can't get it. But with Bayo, it's a little bit more abstract because she, like, you don't know how your opponent's going to SDI, how well they're going to SDI, you know, which, like, there's a lot of things that go into that, especially with Witch Twist being a multi-hit move. So, like, because there were positions where I was just, like, SDIing, like, straight out of your moves. I guess the first stock is a good example of it. I SDI'd straight out of your Witch Twist, landed, and then when you were out of tools, because you went a little bit too high, I was able just to up smash you on your way back to ledge. I'd say that's the biggest thing. It looked like your conversions and stuff were, like, okay. My SDI is pretty good, so it, like, I understand not getting like crazy combos on me, but I'd say the biggest thing is just that little bit of just like overextending, going a little bit higher than you think you can. Nice, that was really good. Damn.
Oh.
No. Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought I had to jump. I didn't.
Yeah. So when I'm punishing you, it's mostly just little overextensions, like I was mentioning. Not so much this time me going or you going too high. You were doing a lot better with your combos that game, but more so just like little overextensions in neutral, going a little bit too far for something that you couldn't actually get, or just being a little bit out of range, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, like, your combos are good. You were reacting more to my SDI there, which was better. Yeah, even just from the first game, that was a lot better.
Yeah, usually when I switch characters, I need like a second or a game to readjust.
Yeah, I know, that makes sense. Oh god, that was not easy to tech.
Yeah, I think it's also Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Oh no, I missed it. Oh, but I'm Bayo.
Yeah. Oh, that was untechable.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I was like, I could have swore I teched that.
Nice. I was fiending for the fair footstool there.
Yeah,
off
I
stage.
know. I was trying so hard to avoid it.
Oh, that was good.
Okay.
No, for the most part, like, you seem to understand that matchup. Like, that's... Who do you usually play Bayo for, sorry?
I usually play Bayo against Pikachu and Diddy Kong.
Okay, we're gonna try a few games of Diddy.
That might not go too well. I'm gonna be honest, like, Diddy I'm really bad against even when playing Bayo.
Mm-hmm.
Like with Zero Suit, it's even worse.
Okay, so
like one of my,
probably the reason it's hard for you, or one of the reasons probably, is because where you get punished with ZSS so much is getting up to that short hop height. And Diddy's forward air is just like literally the best move in the game for punishing that like short hop height, as well as jumps out of shield. That combined with banana on like ZSS's landings and stuff, like that's probably why that matchup is so hard for you. And also the jumping out of shield stuff. I think maybe if you fix that up a little bit, it wouldn't be quite as hard. But obviously it's still Diddy and it's still, you know.
yeah. Well, because like one of my friends, he plays Diddy and he's pretty good, and so like all he'd do when I played Zero Suit is he'd just sit in his shield and it'd be so hard to hit down.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, I tried to monkey flip
That
the
was
last
fun.
one.
Did you like do something?
I monkey
kill yourself in the
flipped.
block? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, I was shielding. I shouldn't have tried to grab.
Yeah. So kind of like I was talking about, one thing that you're doing a lot is you're doing like short hop nairs and stuff. And then I'm hitting you a lot with my short hop fair. So when I do short hop fair, I was hitting you with it, and it would kind of slide you along the ground. And then what you would do is you would immediately try and kind of push back against me, and you would jump towards me immediately out of that kind of hit stun. And I just short hop fair again, and it would hit you again. So if you get hit by like something like short hop fair with Diddy that isn't like super, like he can't really combo off of it, just be careful about running right into him again. Because a lot of Diddies eat that up. Like they love it when that happens, when they kind of like push you back a little bit and then you run back in. It kind of like takes away the unpredictability of like timing, most Diddies will know exactly what to do for that timing because it's literally the fastest option, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
And then just be careful about how you react to banana pull, because almost every time it happened, I just kind of ignored the banana and forward aired.
Faired me.
Yeah, so just be really careful. That's the kind of thing that in this matchup, if you can read a Diddy doing that and witch time it, like that's a super good call out. Because a lot of Diddies love doing that. But that's something to think about for Bayo specific.
Oh.
Wow, that killed. I was holding straight in too.
Oh, I jumped somewhere. I didn't.
Yeah, go for it.
I didn't think I jumped, but I jumped somewhere.
So for the most part, yeah, that was better. I'd say like banana play is really, really important against Diddy. So just practice it like landing while catching banana, and those little things. They don't seem like much, but like even little things like catching banana out of the air, like when he throws them, that stuff can be like really, really good for you in this matchup. And then besides that, you landed on stage with Witch Time beside me one time when I was in shield beside my banana. Were you trying to Witch Time the banana?
I was trying to Witch Time the banana, but I was on
Okay.
the wrong side. I landed on the wrong side of you.
Yeah, okay. I thought that's what you were going for. I wasn't like super sure, but yeah, that was the right play. So you had the right idea there.
Every time I like see somebody Witch Time a banana, I just think of MVD getting like 0 to death by Pink Fresh.
Yeah. That'll happen.
3, 2, 1, go!
Oh.
Nice, that was good.
Oh.
It was a little bit goofy.
Yeah, I think I should have down thrown instead of up three. You might have died.
Yeah, I think you'd need a little bit more percent unless you had max rage at that point. But for the most part, that's just about like you really have to try and like not hit like you're not in the Diddy matchup. Like it's weird, but you're not trying to hit Diddy. You're trying to I guess you're trying to make him think you're trying to hit him, if that makes any sense. Like getting up to a point where he'll do like a short hot fair, and then Bayo, one really good option is like crouching under it and then up tilting him immediately after. Just like that kind of stuff, and it's really weird and it's really specific Diddy Kong stuff, but that's like it's the biggest thing I'd say is like you're trying to bait him into doing something first, because if he's just reacting to you, he has like the best reaction tools with banana and like forward air and like all that. So we're almost to the end of these 2 hours here, and I do have to get to my next person after you. So do you have any like last questions and stuff here before we finish stuff up here?
I don't think so. Yeah? No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool. if you have any other questions about like matchups or anything, like don't like definitely you can DM me. I'm more than happy to help out. But yeah, and thank you so much for coming to me for the lesson. I hope that helped at least a little bit. I'd say the biggest things to focus on just for the next little while is just kind of breaking out of that that jump out of shield habit, like kind of like panic habit, while not building any other habit.
Yeah.
And then besides that, just being kind of aware of how far you can take your punishes, because I definitely think you can get a little bit more with your ZSS, and I think you know what those punishes look like. It's just a matter of kind of putting yourself out there, because I think you're just like a little bit apprehensive about going for those punishes, but you're not going to learn how to go for them in those situations unless you actually take those risks and kind of go for them.
Gotcha.
But yeah, dude, thank you so much. And
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah, no worries. I have this recorded. I'm going to put it up on YouTube probably shortly, either today or tomorrow. So if you have any questions or you want to like go through it again and just look it over for yourself, you're more than welcome to do that.
All right.
Okay, awesome. I will talk to you later then.
All right, bye.
See ya.